Now, here's some more African perspective on President Obama's first 100 days in office. From his first days in office, many Africans expected much of Mr. Obama, particularly in Kenya, the birthplace of his father. The Kenyan government declared a public holiday following his inauguration. David Waweru is managing director of the Kenyan Broadcasting Corporation.
We have noticed, of course, that from day one, President Obama has gone out to reach out to other parts of the world, especially the Muslim world and the other parts that probably were not very friendly with the Americans. And to us, that comes with a lot of hope.
Waweru says this in light of frosty relations between Kenya and the US over allegations of corruption in Kenya, which Mr. Obama has publicly criticized.
If Kenya doesn't solve its own corruption problem, then Kenya will never grow.
Some groups here in Washington say they are also happy with Mr. Obama's overall performance, but are concerned about progress on Africa. A sticking point, the delayed confirmation of Ambassador Johnny Carson to head the State Department's Africa sector. Executive Director Gerald Lamel of Africa Action says he had expected a team to be in place by now in order to develop a solid Africa policy. He says with the exception of Darfur in Sudan, the appointment of Special Envoy Scott Gratian, a lot remains on hold.
We got to make sure that the representatives of U.S. foreign policy towards Africa are in his office and advising him of the challenges that we face and the need for quick and thoughtful action.
State Department officials maintain the Obama administration is ahead of the game on giving priority to Africa despite confirmation delays, and that engagement on Africa is ongoing under Acting Assistant Secretary Philip Carter. Fred Oladende, president of the Foundation for Democracy in Africa, says he'll be concerned if confirmations don't happen soon, but understands the process takes time. He praises the administration's efforts to send an envoy to Sudan, where elections will soon be held. But he says he wants to see the continuation of projects started under the previous administration.
What I like to see is actually engagement at a level that some of what we are seeing in terms of programs and activities will continue to flourish and increase in intensity as it affects development.
KBC's David Waweru says many Kenyans believe Mr. Obama has done well considering the challenges.
You're just coming in as a new president and here the meltdown, almost a recession. And it is not only in America, it reverberates or spirals all the way back to Africa. But the way he has handled it with a lot of patience, a lot of focus, a lot of commitment, I think everybody has appreciated the first 100 days.
Now, VOA will have a special program about Barack Obama's first 100 days in office Tuesday, May 5th at 1500 UTC. It's a global town hall meeting.
And you can participate by going to voanews.com and submit your question or comment. Again, join us live on May 5th at 1500 UTC for this 2-hour event.